Come join Rosie and me as we vacation with our friends Trish and Jay on Marco Island, December 8th through the 15th, 2012. Rosie and I had just ended a cruise, so Trish and Jay picked us up at the Fort Lauderdale Cruise Port. At 8:30, we started our way across I-75, Alligator Alley, to Marco Island. At 10 o'clock, we stopped in Everglades City to go on Jungle Irv's 2 one-hour airboat tours and the Boardwalk adventure. Our first one-hour ride was Jungle Irv's Mangrove Canopy Ride, where riders travel under trees that form tunnels. Here we go! Here we go, through a canopy tunnel. Finally, we spotted an alligator. The last mangrove tunnel, and our ride will be over. Next was Jungle Irv's Boardwalk Tour. Here you'll see exotic birds and be able to hold an alligator. The alligator wrestler asked if anybody would like to hold an alligator. I said yes. No alligators or people were injured during the taking of this picture. Rosie said, "I'd like to hold the alligator." As we were leaving the boardwalk, Rosie was allowed to hold the cockatoo. Our second one-hour airboat ride was on Jungle Irv's Wilderness Ride. Only Jungle Irv's airboats are allowed to penetrate this portion of the Everglades.
Some of the females never leaving because they've got a nest or babies or a den. And they pick a grassy spot like this where they got grass and leaves.
We had a great time with Jungle Irv's airboat adventures and boardwalk tour. Before we left Everglades City, we stopped at Grimm's Stone Crab. Around 4 o'clock, we arrived on Marco Island and the Sunrise Bay Timeshare Resort, complete with pool and jacuzzi. After we brought in the luggage, it was time for our stone crab lunch. At 6:30, it was time for the Marco Island Holiday Boat Parade. The boats looked fabulous and put everybody in the holiday spirit.
Is sand out there? Is that sand
Is
out?
there a motorcycle up there?
I see. I bet it's.
After the boat parade, it was time for dinner at the Snook Inn. Sunday, December 9th. It was overcast and foggy in the morning. At about noon, the sun started to come out, so we went to the Marco Island Brewery for lunch. The food was good, the beer was cold, and the price was right. After lunch, we headed to Tigertail Beach on the northwest side of the island. The beach area at Tigertail is gigantic. The water was calm and the shelling was good, and we saw an occasional dolphin. Did I mention the beautiful scenery? At the far northern end of the beach is the famous shell tree. Rosie and Trish had a good day shelling, and we found some sand dollars too. An osprey was eating a fish on the palm tree outside our balcony when we arrived back at the resort. All that's left to eat is the tail. Time for Sunday night football with the Green Bay Packers. Good morning. Monday, December 10th was a spectacular morning. We headed to the southwest side of the island, to South Beach. South Beach and Tigertail Beach are actually one long beach. South Beach, on the southern end of Marco Island, is lined by hotels and therefore is more popular and crowded. The shelling on South Beach was very good, but if you're looking for sand dollars, Tigertail is where you need to be. We had a late lunch at the Sunset Grill. The service was good, the food was better, and the view was spectacular. After lunch, we returned to the beach, and then to the resort for an evening of wine and Monday night football. Tuesday, December 11th. It was raining cats and dogs, so we stayed inside and played board games. We had a late afternoon lunch at Porky's and then continued our board game extravaganza. Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 12th. We went to the Marco Island Flea and Farmers Market. After the market, we had lunch at the Marco Island Brewery. Wednesday evening, we had a limo from the Marco Polo restaurant pick us up. We had dinner at the restaurant to celebrate Trish and Jay's anniversary. We had a round of drinks at the bar. Our table for dinner was conveniently located in front of the wine rack. Dinner started with a round of appetizers, and then our Caesar salads were prepared tableside. We had a 2007 Duckhorn Merlot to complement our meal. The food was spectacular. I had the lobster, Jay the ribeye, Rosie the Dover sole, and Trish the Chilean sea bass. Dessert for Jay and I was prepared tableside, bananas Foster. Rosie had a chocolate souffle, and Trish had a chocolate cheesecake. The service and food at Marco Polo were spectacular, and we tipped accordingly. Thursday, December 13th. It's road trip day to Sanibel Island. Our first stop, the Lighthouse, on the eastern end of the island. The lighthouse was built in 1884 and had electricity added in 1962. The beach by the lighthouse is an excellent place for finding and collecting smaller shells. An osprey brings part of a fish to his mate in the nest. Further down the beach, away from the lighthouse, the shelling is excellent. We found a group of egrets that we could get amazingly close to. In the middle of Sanibel Island is the Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge. Come along with us as we take the 4-mile wildlife ride. A great blue heron. A white pelican taking a bath. A beautiful reflection of a little blue heron. Our next stop was Bowmans Beach, near the western end of Sanibel Island. Bowmans Beach offers some of Sanibel's best shelling and some of the island's most remote beach space. We had a great day on Sanibel Island. Friday, December 14th, we headed back to Tigertail Beach so that we could do more shelling and look for sand dollars. Trish and Rosie had a hard time finding a place to sit. We walked on the beach for close to 4 hours, all the way to the northern end of the beach. We found many collectible shells and sand dollars. We were in the holiday spirit. We had dinner at Mango's Dockside Bistro. The food and the service were excellent, but the price was a bit expensive. However, the spectacular view of the sunset was priceless. Saturday, December 15th. Our vacation is over. It's time to drive from Marco Island back to the airport in Fort Lauderdale. We boarded our flights and soon we took off. We had a great vacation. We had memories to last a lifetime.